Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Zapdo. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the jungler for Anubis.
Hello guys, Marcos here, also known as ACD.
First question, daily routine. To be honest, my routine is pretty simple. I usually just wake up pretty early, like maybe 10, 11 in the morning, and then just play a lot of solo queue, get ready for scrims, play scrims at 14, 15, and then in the evening play another solo queues. Sometimes TFT if I really need to chill or I feel like I get burnt out, but usually it's just almost league every day. Sometimes I go to the gym, but that's it.
Here to talk about my daily routine. Wake up at 10 AM, eat some breakfast, shower, then some solo queue. Depends, if you have scrims late, I go gym. If not, I just play more solo queue and I go straight into scrims. I have scrims for like 5 hours with my lovely teammates. Sometimes it's painful, sometimes it's not. Most of the time it's nice. After that, I have dinner and then it's either more solo queue or going to the gym.
Next question, training and practice. I think training and practice is obviously very important if you wanna like actually do something with your career in League of Legends. Like the main thing is for scrims, you need to have a mental preparation in scrims. You need to like really focus on specific things you need and want to improve on. I think that's the main thing. If you wanna learn new champs, for example, then you just have to spam them a lot in solo queue, get mechanically very good on it so you can practice it in scrims.
And my training and practice, I go play solo queue, I go play scrims, play some 1v1s, watch some bots, do some meetings with team and coach. It's the simple life.
For the next question, mental preparation. I already spoke about it a tiny bit earlier, but mental preparation is really important for officials and scrims. You need to like actually have a mindset about it. Like you need to really like think yourself into it. Like you can't just play and hope it goes well. It doesn't work like that. You really need to prepare for it. I think the way I do it is I just try to hear no one. Like I try to isolate myself for a little and just like get in the zone. I think that's like the main key thing for me.
Mental preparation, however, I don't know, man. You gotta keep yourself sane, not have too much ego. If I'm feeling a bit insecure, I just talk to myself and then it's fine again. Before games, I just do breathing exercises. That helps a lot. It calms you down and gets you in focus.
Balancing life and gaming, I think that's a pretty big topic in esports. For me personally, I don't have the healthiest routine about it, but like I try to meet my friends maybe once a week. Sometimes it's like every 2 weeks, but I have good friends in real life and I try to meet them as much as possible because I know spending social time is a bit important in League.
Balancing life and gaming, it's kind of hard because League is kind of your life, but if you make it your life, then you have no life. You're not really happy. You need to balance it out. I usually going to the gym helps a lot, getting some exercise in and spending time with friends or going to the cinema, just taking a night off. Feels pretty good.
If I wasn't on my role, if I wasn't a jungler, 100% I can say with confidence, I would be an ADC because I think mechanics have always been like the key strength of mine. I've always been a very mechanical player. On jungle, it's not always the best to do it, but really like to play ADC. I like the champs. I like Samira, Zaya, Zeri, Kai'Sa, this type of stuff. So I would 100% main ADC.
If I was not playing top lane, I would be playing support probably, because that's what I used to main before, back when I started. And support was pretty fun. But then I got sick and tired of bad AD carries that I had to play with. I went into top lane where I could be my own man.
Inspiration and goals, I think it goes a bit deeper than that, but I think my inspiration is maybe someone like Kenyan, I guess. Like I think a lot of people would say that, and I think it just makes sense. Like he's really good, he has accomplished so much. He's pulling the champs off like Kindred, Nidalee, like these mechanical junglers. He's just so good at invading, like making the enemies really pressured and stuff. I think he's like a really big inspiration. Goals of mine is for sure to win the split, no matter what. Even if it doesn't go well, if it goes well in scrims, like I need to give 100%. I really want to do it. For sure need to go to your masters at least once. I think it's been too long. These are my goals for now. I don't want to look too much into the future, so I just focus on this.
Inspirations and goals. Inspirations, not really sure. I feel like I don't really have any big inspirations other than just pushing myself. Obviously, seeing like Faker or EU do well, it's like obviously motivating, but not really a specific inspiration that I have.
Personally, my advice for inspiring young players would be just at the start, play what you really like. Play stuff where you're like, okay, this is actually fun. I could play this all day, right? Like this is the first thing I would do, because I think it's important that you get comfortable with everything and like you just like what you're doing, right? You don't want to like go into a job where you hate to be there, and I think it's just really bad in general. So I think for sure I would make myself first of all comfortable, and then you also have to go into non-comfortable places, which is a big part of like being an esport player. Like sometimes the meta doesn't fit you, sometimes the champs are not your champs. Well, the most important thing is 100% be comfortable and also just play the champs that you like at the start, and then you can improve on that.
And any advice for aspiring young players? You know, it's nice to follow your dreams, but don't get too crazy with it. Just have some fun, but don't put your whole life into it. Always have a plan B in mind. Just make sure you're having fun, that you're not burning yourself out, or you're not just forcing yourself to do it because you feel like you have no other option.
Next question, what I think about Mr. Joe. Everyone told me this before I joined Anubis, and it's kind of true. Like, he's a very like stand-up guy. He will set the tone, right? Like, he will set the tone. He's like the boss, you can say. Like, he has a very nice aura of that. He's like very not like inspiring, but like you can learn a lot from him. Like, he has a lot of life experience, and he shows it as well. He talks a lot before officials and stuff, and I think you can learn a lot from him. So I kind of like him. I really like him.
What do you think about Mr. Joe, our owner? Well, Joe. He's the come on guys, he's the sports motivator. He always hypes us up, always keeps us grounded, always settles like arguments and conversations, so I really like him. He's very nice, very enjoyable person.
My first impression about Mena region, I think the most like weird or new thing to me was like the fans, because like in the other regions where I play, like sure there are fans, but like it's not as extreme as here. Anubis fans are completely crazy, right? Like they go on Twitter, you have 200 new impressions, like it's just crazy. I think the biggest part, like the fans are really nice, really supporting. It's like so nice.
First impression about Mena region, well, the level scene is pretty high, like especially looking at last two Masters when NGX and GK especially did really well. GK got top 4, seems pretty good. Also feels like kind of Italian league in a way where it's like there's only like top 4 and then the bottom 4 is like, it's like very clear who's the top 4 and bottom 4, so it's kind of a skill difference, if you would say.
My in-game name, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest, I stole it from someone on Facebook. He was really rich in a video game on Facebook, and I was like, man, I need to be like him. He's so rich, I need to be like that guy. And he was named Zapdo, so I just kind of stole it from him. So that's like the whole story. It's pretty simple, but it's kind of funny. My opinion about everyone banning Nuno now, I think it's pretty funny. Like, you go into statistics and you just see 4 Nuno bans, and you're like, why is Nuno even banned? And then you just see it's only against one guy. It's kind of nice, to be honest, like having this type of aura that people just have to ban a champion no one else plays, and I'm like one of the few junglers that can actually pull it off. It's a very nice feeling that everyone bans Nuno, as they should. Do I know what Zapdo is? I do know what Zapdo is. The first day I entered into the Mena region, there were people DMing me on Twitter saying like, bro, do you know about Zapdo? Look at this. And everyone started memeing about it. I just read a bit into it. It's like a drink, and it's pretty stupid, but it's funny. So.
And last question, am I a serial killer? Don't know why this is here, but I'm not. But only on the Rift, when I'm playing Cannon and GP sometimes.
Why do I call myself the Tribal Chief? First of all, I don't call myself the Tribal Chief. Everyone calls me the Tribal Chief. Why? Because I am your Tribal Chief.